Today we are going to cover most important and basic topic. So if you're new to JavaScript or even to programming in general, this video is for you. Please make sure you watch it till end and have a solid understanding of the topic. And the topic is data types. So the question, what are data types? Data types are simply the values that we use in programming. Think of them as building blocks for everything you create. Imagine you're organizing different things in your house. You have got different types of items like books, gadgets, clothes, etc. Similarly, different programming languages organize its data into different types. Since we're talking about JavaScript, so we will be specific to JavaScript. The most common types of data in JavaScript are called primitive data types. These are the building blocks of the JavaScript program. Now we are going to talk about each of the primitive data types and demonstrate them through the program. The first and the most basic common data type in JavaScript are numbers. Numbers in JavaScript can be whole numbers or a decimal number, and you use numbers to perform the basic mathematical operations. We have covered the operators in our previous video. Now let's demonstrate the working of numbers in our code editor. Age is equal to 25. This let word is the programming construct. Age is the variable and the 25 number is the value of this variable, and we can call this as the number type. This is a whole number that we also call as integers in JavaScript. Now let's take an example of a decimal number. For example, we talk about the price. Price is 19.99. You can see here is a decimal place and it represents the price of something, and it is 19.99. These are generally the numbers. Now we will talk about another data types, and those are called strings. Next up, we have strings. A string is just text. In JavaScript, you put text inside quotes to create a string. So strings are basically sequence of any characters like alphabets, words, sentences, or even symbols. Now let's do an example. Now you can see the name here. It's just a single word, and then the greetings variable, it contains the multiple words, and it contains the sentence, even it contains the symbols as well. These are the examples of the string data type. Next up in the list, we have booleans. Booleans are simple. They can just hold two values, true or false. You can think of booleans as yes or no answer or on and off switch. Now let's show an example of booleans here as well. Let's go to the Xcode. Boolean, let is raining true, let is sunny false. You can see is raining is holding the value true and is sunny is holding the value false. You know, booleans are mostly used to make decisions or checking if the conditions are met. Next we have undefined and null. They might sound a bit tricky, but those are pretty simple. Undefined means a variable that has been defined but no value has been assigned to it yet. Let's see that by an example. Let's go to the Xcode. Let's just define a variable, let job. So we just want to print this variable, write a break statement. Job is, sorry, it should be like this. Now let's copy the path and go to browser, paste it here, and you can see job is undefined. As I said, the variable has been defined but no value has been assigned to it yet, so it's undefined. Null on other hand can be assigned as a value and it represents nothing or an empty value. Let's demonstrate that by an example. Let's go to the Xcode. Let jobs equals null, and look, this is different. This is job and this is jobs. Those are different variable names. Go to the browser and then refresh it. You can see job is undefined and jobs is null. You can see jobs has been intentionally assigned a value null, so it's kept empty. It means nothing. Now let me briefly introduce one more data type called objects. Objects are special because they let us store multiple values in one collection. Think of an object like a box that holds multiple things at once. We will dive deeper into understanding objects in one of the later lessons, but we can show you a simple example here. Let's go into Xcode, and here for example, let person age 34 and name John. So in this example, the person is the object and it holds age and name at once. So a quick recap, we have learned different data types in JavaScript. First, numbers for value like 25, 100, 3.14, and strings for text like hello JavaScript. Then booleans that holds true or false, then undefined, a variable that has not been assigned a value yet, null, and empty value. That's it for today's lesson. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might be interested in learning programming or JavaScript. I will see you in the next video where we will dive deeper into the other basic concepts of JavaScript and programming. Until then, happy coding.